Catherine Connolly, how can the Independent for Change? Three Bombage.
Taoiseach. Actually, I agree that you need time. And I'm happy that you're not going down the route of a HICA report. And you rushed into that, and it was inappropriate, and we don't have the facts before us. And many comments have been made in relation to tribunals and what they cost and how they go on. And what's ignored is tribunals' result, because we do not have the facts before us in the Dáil. We're not allowed to ask questions, and when we do not get replies. So I would suggest you come back with a full, comprehensive report into the knowledge that you have and your Minister has and your department, and we discuss that in the Dáil with a view to deciding on the appropriate inquiry. Now, you've also mentioned the Grace case as an example of how long it took. The delay was completely on part of your government, the previous government, and it was decided to have an inquiry in February 16. It took on last year to set it up, and it took a little longer because you didn't give the senior counsel an office to work from. You referred to Galway and HICA. That is not what established the facts in Galway, but an independent review with an independent chairperson from London who carried out a very effective inquiry. Now, I mention all of that by way of coming into the Health Board and the 3 children who were systematically raped and exposed in the prime time programme almost 2 weeks ago. It has been raised by the leader of the Sinn Féin and also by the spokesperson for Fianna Fáil Health. Now, what concerns me about that is the 3 women, as you know, we have the facts, and you answered in the Dáil in relation to an inquiry, and you waffled, Minister. You actually waffled about something so serious as an independent inquiry, and you said there will be an independent investigation. Then you went on to say there is one. Then you went on to say it was established in April 16, and then you went on to say you hopefully it will complete at the end of this year. You didn't have the terms of reference and knew nothing about it. Now, the girl disclosed in 2009. The next girl disclosed in 11. The third girl disclosed in 13. And you come into this Dáil and waffle about an independent review that will be set up, was set up. In April 16, the referral went. No explanation as to how it took on April 16 to refer to the Independent Review Board. No explanation as to the terms of reference. No commitment to learning anything from this, except empty reassurances like you're giving the people of Ireland in relation to the cervical smears. You are not in a position to give reassurance. But you as Taoiseach are in a position to give us facts. Now, please explain why it took until April 16 to refer this matter to the Independent Review Panel. Who made that decision? Why wasn't there an inquiry at that point? The girl that came forward first was 2009. She disclosed in 2009, we're now in 2018, and we have no answer to her. And before coming in, I took the trouble of rereading the Dáil script and listening to the programme, and she said, what was the point of me coming out and saying what I said? What was the point of it? Maybe you could answer her today, Taoiseach, because all I want from a government is to come in and say, we don't know, we will make inquiries and we will come in and tell you, and this Dáil will make the decision.
I do appreciate your initial remarks and your acknowledgement that we do need a little bit of time and some calm and some facts before we make decisions on this matter. And it is the intention of the Minister for Health, after the hearings this afternoon, to call together the health spokespeople from the main parties and discuss with them the appropriate form of inquiry that should take place in relation to cervical check. In relation to the other matter that you raise, the information I have is that the Independent Review Panel is investigating those matters. They haven't reported as yet, but the Minister for Children and Youth Affairs is obviously the line minister in this regard, and I'll ask her to make contact with you and give you any information that you may seek.
It's not good enough. You are in charge, you are the Taoiseach, and I'm asking you, what knowledge have you in relation to the delay from when the first girl disclosed, the second girl in 11, the third girl in 13, to April 16, when a referral is made to an independent review panel? What investigation have you made? What has your department said to you? What has the health executive said to you? What has Mr O'Brien said to you in relation to this matter? When was it set up? How was it chosen that that was the choice in relation to systematic rape of 3 young girls under the watch of the health executive? And you came in and reassured us when you're not in a position to reassure us. The committee that looked at foster care in Ireland raised serious concerns in relation to the absence of comprehensive data. There's absolutely no way you can reassure us when there are, what is the number for children in Ireland without a social worker allocated? Now, the basic facts, what knowledge have you in relation to the delay? What did the health executive do internally when they discovered the systematic rape of 3 young children? What decisions were made? Who accounted to who? Perhaps we wouldn't need inquiries if you simply found out information and came into us so that we can learn and improve and give reassurance at that point.
I don't have any knowledge of it. And my understanding is that these matters relating to the regulation of foster care, regulation to child protection, were assigned from the HSE to TUSLA back in 2014, if not before that. And this is, of course, a matter that falls to the Minister for Children and Youth Affairs. It's not something that my department has direct involvement in. But I will absolutely mention to the Minister for Children and Youth Affairs that you have raised this matter again. I'll ask her to contact you and give you any information that she can give you.